Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in a feeling of calm and relaxation. And as you breathe out, relax those eyelids, close your eyes, and release any tension. Breathing in that feeling of calm and relaxation, and releasing tension on the outward breath. That's it. And then with each and every breath, you can feel yourself getting deeper and deeper relaxed. That's right. Deeper and deeper relaxed as you breathe in a feeling of relaxation, and as you release that breath, just feel that you're going deeper and deeper relaxed. And I want you to use the power of your imagination to imagine an outdoor swimming pool. I want you to imagine the most amazing outdoor swimming pool, a large outdoor pool, perhaps in a magnificent garden, surrounded by impressive architecture of the main house perhaps, and impressive landscape gardens and perhaps trees. I want you to imagine that you're there in that garden, looking at the pool, looking at the surroundings. And I want you to imagine that you are wearing whatever clothing is appropriate for being in a pool, perhaps a swimming costume. And I want you to imagine that you are on the outside of the pool, on the edge of the pool, looking around at the landscape gardens, the architecture, feeling also the warmth of the sun on your skin. There is something about being in this magnificent garden with an outdoor pool in warm weather with nice sunshine that just makes you feel even deeper relaxed. And I want you to imagine that there is some type of sun lounger near the pool. And I want you to imagine climbing onto that sun lounger where you are positioned so you are able to see the swimming pool, but also feel the warmth of the sunshine on your skin. And while you're lying on the sun lounger, again, just focus on your breathing in that feeling of calm and relaxation. And as you exhale, feel any tension, any stress, any anxiety slowly but surely leave your body, going deeper and deeper relaxed. And I want you to imagine, as I count down from 10 to 1, what it would be like to imagine falling asleep on the sun lounger by that pool. 10. Feeling 10% deeper relaxed as you imagine any tension in your face just starts to ease, loosen, and melt away. 9. Now becoming aware of any tension in your neck and your shoulders. That's it. Breathing in relaxation and exhaling that tension. Now, that's it. Let go of that tension. 8. Feeling any tension in your arms and perhaps your hands. Become aware of the tension, and as you exhale, allow that tension to just leave your body. Now, that's it. Deeper and deeper relaxed. And now 7. Become aware of any tension around your legs. That's it. Breathing in relaxation, and as you exhale, allow that relaxation to intensify and the tension to now leave your body. That's it. Deeper and deeper relaxed. 6. That same sensation in your legs, allow that to happen now in your feet and your toes. Not often do we pay attention to any tension in our feet and toes, but first of all, amplify the tension. Make the tension in your feet become even more intense, and then as you exhale, allow that tension to leave and just relax your feet and your toes completely. That's it. Deeper and deeper relaxed. 5. Just feeling that even now your internal organs, particularly your lungs, are getting more and more relaxed. Breathing in that relaxation, and as you exhale, just feel that your lungs are relaxing, enabling you to take deeper and deeper breaths. That's right. 4. Another deeper breath. Deeper relaxed now. That's it. More and more relaxed as you breathe out. 3. Become increasingly aware of the heaviness of your eyelids, feeling like you're about to yawn, that internal feeling that you could yawn at any time. 2. Just feeling like you're about to nod off to sleep, and imagine doing that on that sun lounger, about to fall asleep by the edge of the pool. That's right. And 1, just feeling like you're about to nod off to sleep now. That's it. 0. Just imagine what it would be like to not only fall asleep, but to now dream that you're by the side of the pool, seeing yourself there fast asleep on that sun lounger. And now I want you to pay attention to the swimming pool. Notice the reflection of the sun shimmering off the surface of the water of the pool. Notice the color of perhaps the tiles underneath the water. Perhaps they're blue, and you can see the blueness of the tiles through the transparent water. I want you to get a sense that this pool is designed for fun. And I want you to see that there are lots of inflatable toys on the surface of the pool. I want you to imagine that there is an inflatable rubber ring, perhaps colorful, maybe orange or yellow. I want you to imagine also that there is a slide, an inflatable slide that you could literally climb up and then slide back down into the water, floating on the surface of this large swimming pool. Also see that there is perhaps strange shapes, perhaps of animals. I want you to imagine a floating unicorn, perhaps a combination of white, pink, green and yellow, just there floating on the surface of this swimming pool. I want you to see that there are lots of different inflatable toys, perhaps games. I want you to see that there is even a large inflatable seesaw where one person could sit on one side and another person on the other side and just literally float on the surface going up and down. I want you to imagine that there are all these fantastic inflatable toys, all the kinds of different inflatable shapes, perhaps inflatable alligators, perhaps a lilo where you could just rest and relax on the surface of the water. And all these fun things are attracting your attention. And I want you to imagine, what if all of these fun things on the surface of the water represent positive thoughts, perhaps memories, ideas, beliefs about yourself, all there on the surface of the water, representing all the fun and enjoyment that you can have in this pool. And then I want you to see a large ball that is completely black, just floating in the middle of the swimming pool. And this large black inflatable ball floating there in the middle of the pool represents a negative thought, which could be a memory, a belief, an idea, perhaps something that you were told by someone else. I just want you to represent this negative idea or memory with the black ball floating in the middle of the pool. And then I want you to imagine that you step into the pool, perhaps go down the stairs or perhaps just dive straight into that pool. And I want you to see all of these fun things that you could be playing with in this pool. But instead of doing that, I want you to perhaps swim or walk over, depending on how shallow the pool is, to the ball, the black ball that represents this negative thought. And all I want you to do is to try and suppress that ball, to hold on to the ball and using both hands, trying to submerge it under the surface of the water. And you become aware that even though you're investing your energy to suppress this ball under the water, and when you look around, you can't actually see the ball, you can only see these other fun things to look at and play with. But become aware that it requires effort to keep pushing it down, to keep holding it under the water. And I want you to get a sense of the effort required, the struggle to keep this ball under the water. I want you to also get a sense that by struggling to keep the ball under the water, that actually it keeps this ball close to you. And also get a sense that by trying to keep the ball under the water, it ties up the use of your hands. While you're pushing this ball under the surface of the water, it prevents you from playing and enjoying with all of the other fun things to do in this pool. You can also forget the idea of swimming, Because when you're using both hands to keep the ball under the surface of the water, that's all you can do. While your attention and resources are focused on keeping the ball under the water, how can you swim? How can you relax in the lilo? How can you play with all of these inflatable toys and games? I want you to get a sense that this is just tiring and futile. But I wonder what would happen if you were to let go of that ball. Perhaps it would just pop up back on the surface of the swimming pool. And maybe it would float on the surface nearby to you. And you probably wouldn't like the fact that something that represents something negative is close to you. But if you just let it float there for a while, without grabbing it, without holding on to it, and certainly without trying to submerge it under the surface of the water, then eventually, perhaps it would just drift away to the other side of the pool. And even if it didn't, at least you'd be able to use your arms and your hands to enjoy swimming in the pool, to enjoy playing with all the other things that you could do in this pool. Perhaps sliding down an inflatable slide, perhaps just relaxing, perhaps playing with an inflatable basketball. And I want you to get a sense of, by just not investing the time or the effort or the energy in trying to control the ball that represents this negative thought, suddenly it gives you all the time, resources, and ability to do all the other things that you'd like to do. And I want you to get a sense of doing that now. Just let the black inflatable ball float on the surface and move your attention and focus away from that black inflatable ball, and instead really focus your attention on all the other fun things that you could do in this pool. And do those things. Relax on the lilo, play with all those inflatable toys, perhaps sit on the inflatable seesaw, perhaps do any of the things that you would want to do in a pool, or perhaps just have a swim, splash around. And even though every now and then the black ball floating on the surface will occasionally come nearby, that doesn't mean that you have to hold on to it, submerge it, or in fact spend any time even looking at it. Your unconscious mind already knows that in life there are many things that are a drain of your energy, a drain of your attention. Things that while you're doing or thinking about that one thing, it prevents you from doing all those other things that you could be doing, could be enjoying. And I want you to imagine that this swimming pool represents your life, and the black ball represents things that drain your energy, your attention, your focus, things that make you feel sad or upset or anxious. And I want you to imagine that in this swimming pool of life, rather than invest time trying to suppress and control these negative thoughts, what if you were to just let them float away and instead invest your time doing the things that make you smile, make you feel fulfilled, doing the things that make your life feel meaningful. And I want you to imagine as you get out of the pool, you can still see that black ball suddenly floating on the surface. But instead of worrying about that one negative thought, appreciate all the fun you've had spending your time doing all those other fun things that you can do in that swimming pool. I want you to walk back to that sun lounger where you can see your conscious mind fast asleep. And I want you to imagine climbing into that version of you so that you are now on the sun lounger. And I want you to get a feeling of all parts of you reintegrating, that your arms are in your body and your legs are in your legs, and you're breathing at the same rate that you're breathing. Only you're not on a sun lounger by the side of a pool. You're back where you are right now, listening to my voice inside your own mind, listening right now, breathing through your nose and breathing out through your nose. Because in a few moments' time, I'm going to count from 1 to 10 to awaken you, and you will awaken with a new perspective and approach to negative thoughts. No longer will you dwell on them, trying to suppress them, thinking about them. You will just allow these negative thoughts to be there and allow them to drift away in their own time. And instead, spend your time thinking about and doing those things that really make your life feel good to you. Starting to count to awaken you. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.